Hi, everyone. Welcome to the fourth episode of Digital Wave. I hope you guys are doing really well tonight. Myself, Eddie, hanging out here. Do you go by Eddie or Remember?
I go by both.
Both. All right.
Eddie or Remember.
Both and I are here.
I go by both. But he'll be here all night. That was pretty good. I thought it was good.
What are we? Okay, so we are talking tonight about esports. Hold on, let me see if I can get this freaking music. I have like just one pixel. Okay, whatever. That's what it's gonna be at. Is the music too loud? It seems pretty loud to me. But whatever. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, tonight the topic of conversation is going to be about esports, actually. I've spent the last hour talking with Garrett, with Cody, with Eddie, all these guys about esports the whole time. And so we're gonna talk about it with you guys now, too. I really just want to get this, like...
We always get it. It's always like, when we get...
There's
like,
one pixel. There! Got it! It's never easy. But we now have it. It's in the background instead of all on top of us. So how was your week, man? I haven't seen you in a little while. I heard you went to a really awesome Call of Duty tournament.
It was crazy. They had monitors on Hummers. It was crazy.
I mean, listen, if I'm gonna have a monitor, if I'm gonna have a Hummer, I wanna have a monitor on it. Actually,
Tachyon.
What?
What? As soon as I showed up to that place, there was a 12-foot tall man dressed as a bush, and I'm talking like,
like an actual,
like camouflage as fuck. Like
he had like a ghillie suit on or something.
Dude, it was just. I thought it was like, that's a pretty crazy looking. Okay. Oh yeah, man. Yo, man, I like your glasses. Oh, thanks, bro. What the fuck? Is that thing moving? And it was a dude, and he like kind of what's up me like, yo.
Hey, do bushes don't really have heads though?
So exactly. That's what made it crazy.
Like,
sup?
You could tell that
no
the bush
CBD included. Yeah, he was like, sup, bruh. I'm looking at my D2D shaker like, the fuck is in here?
What did I put in my energy drink tonight? I'm super sad I couldn't be there. That was this past Friday. I was supposed to be there. I didn't drive down.
Miami it was a terrible event. No, it was awesome.
No, I knew it was going to be cool.
Awesome.
Listen, Miami traffic. Hey, Lena, how's it going? Viewy Wall, thank you for the follow and welcome.
In the house.
To the way.
Oh, Lady Zap.
Lady Zap.
Just made that up.
That's what we're going to call her from now on, Lady
From now
Zap.
on, and you're going to like it, Lena.
So, this past Friday, Eddie and all the guys from D2D, they represented D2D at a pretty high-end Call of Duty tournament. We had people flying in from all over for this Call of Duty tournament. We had Clix was there. Clix is like this 15-year-old god at video game who just won the Twitch Super Bowl the last week, and then flew down to Miami. He's actually he drinks D2D. He drinks Power On.
Oh yeah, he does.
He drinks Power On. It's pretty cool.
That explains everything.
That's got to be why he does well. So the topic we decided, since they just went to all this esports stuff, was why don't we talk about esports and see what everyone thinks about. Okay, so you know what? I'm just gonna friggin' dive right in because you've now
he can swim
to your second esports. Event. The first one was the FIFA one.
Yeah, where me and Tachyon dominated in Smash Brothers.
Got decimated.
We dominated.
We didn't do bad.
And we were the champions.
We definitely won.
My friends.
In our hearts.
There it was.
We won, and well, as long as you make friends along the way,
it was
aren't
cool.
you the real winners?
Yeah. Not the part where they kicked our asses.
Yeah, no, but we made friendship.
I had that guy. They were looking at me like he was about to kill me. There's this girl next to me talking about, oh my god, you're so fun. And I'm like,
no way that happened.
Yeah, the girl that was sitting next to us, there was just like some random girl there. Oh my god, you're like so fun. This is so crazy.
Dude, I would have.
Son of a bitch, you're so fun.
I would have started like hitting on her just to piss off the guy. To bother the guy.
I didn't know they were together. And then she gets up, savage as fuck, gets up and goes, all right, babe. See you later. Bye, fun guy. The hell is that, bro?
Did she sound like that, though? Because now I understand why you didn't say anything.
She sounded just like that.
Oh, my God. That guy deserves a medal.
Oh yeah, the patience
and some
Lord.
earplugs and some
thanks, Scoobs.
No, so Scoobs has started out. Scoobs says, "Man, do I need to start training my kids for esports?" Funny thing, actually, esports is now something you can get into as early as high school. No, I'm serious.
No, yeah, I know. I saw.
My roommate teaches at a middle school, and at the school she teaches at, they have an esports team.
I thought Doc teach. Okay.
No, my Doc does not. My roommate does not teach esports.
I was like, man, that
she teaches
is awesome.
English. She teaches English.
Habla
She's a nerd.
inglés, por favor.
Exactly. But no, at her school they have like an esports team already, and they compete against other like high schoolers and stuff.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like I remember in school, video games was not something I was even supposed to be playing. They'll rot your
principal's
brain.
coming.
Yeah, right. Like, and now anyone can play esports. They'll even they want you to play it. There's college programs.
Oh, that I know about
you
too.
You can go to
I
college.
found out about
esports.
that today. Actually, that's what
for like Rainbow Six. You know what? So when I did a photo shoot for D2D down over in Fort Lauderdale. When I first started working with D2D.
Oh, sweet.
And
cool.
I mean, yeah, but that's not why I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it because when I was there, I met this like 14 or 15-year-old kid from Brazil, and his parents started talking to me about video games. Like, can you make money? Is this legit? Like, is this a joke? Turns out, and like I explained, like how the whole digital world is evolving in gaming, and I didn't know why they were asking me. Turns out that kid, he's ranked 4th in the world for Rainbow Six Siege. Their 15-year-old kid is ranked 4th in the world for Rainbow Six Siege. Like, Ubisoft is trying to like fly him out places and stuff like that, and they're trying to see like whether they want to, get behind him and say, hey, do what you do best, or whether they're like, listen, there's no future in this. And get a job at Walmart.
Yeah, that's Jimmy Kimmel. Remember Jimmy Kimmel used to make fun of him? Like, used to make fun of esports.
He probably still does.
Yeah. He was like, I remember, man. Every gamer has seen. I feel like most of them have seen it, and they hated his ass. Like this guy was like, oh man, like now it was when YouTube started the gaming.
YouTube gaming.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, it's got this new thing now where it's like it's this, to me it's like going to a restaurant and watching someone else eat your meal for you. I'm like, what a
that doesn't translate the same way.
No,
because
absolutely not.
I mean, I understand he's trying to make a joke.
No, he didn't know. He didn't know. This was a decade ago.
I don't even know if it's that. Maybe he did
half
know,
a decade ago.
But the fact is, he's a comedian and he's gonna make jokes.
But he
never
said I'm sorry.
Not.
He never said I'm sorry, and he.
Why would he? He's a comedian. That's
but
saying you're sorry isn't gonna help your.
True.
Exactly, Vicky. It's like watching. Look, I could go outside and play football with my friends.
Exactly.
I can definitely do that.
But mosquitoes and sweat.
I can't do what professional football players do.
Catch the ball.
I mean, I can catch a ball. But I'm not running like a 4.2. I'm not running 60-meter 4.2.
Go faster.
There's some things that we can't do, Like, anyone can pick up a foil and start, like, fencing with their friend, but you're not making it to the Olympics, okay? And so that's why we watch these athletes. That's the difference between a player and an athlete at that point. Any one of us is a soccer player if we just put a soccer ball in front of our feet.
Yeah.
Not all of us
now let me kick it.
Are athletes in soccer.
Yeah.
So,
that,
that's what Yeah. Wait, did the music just stop randomly?
Right after you went.
It did. It just stopped. I didn't touch anything. No one's touching the mouse. It was just like, I'm gonna stop playing.
Just gonna music.
Am I able to host from your channel? Scoobs, is my channel even live right now? I don't. You know what? Let me check it. Let's check this thing.
I'm gonna go pay for parking. Hold on. Just kidding. I'm not gonna go anywhere.
I actually never I never hit the go live on my channel. It happens, ladies and gentlemen.
Big deal.
So,
we're live-ish.
we're live.
We're live again.
Ish. All right, so let's talk about that. What makes a sport? What in your mind would make anything a sport? Like, can chess be a sport? Can painting be a sport?
Yeah.
Can
They don't think it is
video
until I
games
hand them a spray can, and they're like, "Oh, this is hard. This is a difficult task to do."
That's what she said. Yeah, no, no, so the question there. Thank you for that host, Lost Crow. Anyone can host us, by the way, if you'd like to. So, in my mind, a sport
Competition.
is primarily
Competitiveness.
competition is what it is. If you can train yourself or anyone to learn a specific set of skills, compete against someone else.
If you ain't first, you're last.
No,
I
that's
got
not
it.
what.
I'm kidding. It's not
What?
saying at all.
What? I'm not even.
That's from Talladega Nights. That's not what he was saying at all.
Most things can be sports, but so long as it's competitive with standards. Right. There have to be a set standard of rules. There has to be a winning condition.
Yes.
And it has to be competitive.
Right.
So in that case, chess can be a sport. Even though you're not running, you're not doing any physicality. Speed chess, definitely a sport. You can learn how to play the game better than anyone else. There are stringencies upon it, and there's a way to win.
Yeah.
So it's a sport.
Yeah,
Log
it's a sport.
throwing can be a sport.
Oh yeah.
And
and it's definitely a sport because there's also controller throwing.
Controller. That's my favorite part. Controller throwing is the
This
best
thing isn't
part.
exhilarating at all. This isn't intense. Oh, that guy just broke it. Okay, never mind. This is exciting.
I love watching compilation, like cringe videos of esports people just chucking their controller on the ground and losing it. Good game. Oh, my leg. Calcifer, you throw your controller on the ground?
Damn.
Lady. You gotta breathe in, you gotta breathe out. The Highland Games are the Olympics of log throwing. Oh, no, absolutely. That's why I brought
Scoobs.
Speaking of, esports is gonna be in the Olympics. Did you know that?
Touchdown, baby.
Esports is gonna be in the Olympics. League of Legends is actually gonna be the first esports in the Olympics. Now,
damn.
Yeah, League of Legends is
awesome.
Huge globally. It's not as big here in America.
Right.
But over in Asia, South Korea, which is the head of esports right now, China and other places, League of Legends is huge. It's gigantic.
That's awesome.
So I'm excited to see that in the Olympics. And if that doesn't mean it's a sport, then I don't know what is.
Oh, no.
Being in the
sport.
Olympics means it's a sport,
yeah.
right?
So and this isn't Sonic and Mario. This is yeah. Is that beer? No. Oh. It's just psych.
It's water.
It's
like there's a water cup.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's a water cup. Like it's a little.
I thought Tachyon pulled out a 40. I was like, yeah, bro.
No, it's from Guardian Con last year, man. It's just a.
It is pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
So
all I have is this D2D shaker. Mira que lindo.
There's a lot of people that don't think esports should be there's a lot of people that don't believe video games should ever be considered a sport.
Yeah, but then you hand them a controller so they can play Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, and they okay.
Like well, I mean, it's part of the gaming community. People are very everyone's got an opinion, and not just a little opinion, a very strong opinion. For some reason, gaming in the gaming world, people are. It's like politics or religion. Everyone has their opinion, and it's only that.
So what Vicky Fox is saying is, I mean, are they really mixing it with physical sports? Because it's in the Olympics.
All right. So Vicky Fox has said, I personally don't think esports should be in the Olympics. It's mixing esports with physical real sports, which isn't really fair to either. Vicky, I would beg to differ. What do we call when we talk about physicality? What's your definition? Like, do you have to have a lot of endurance? Do you have to have fast reflexes? Do you have to be very strong? Because
can you dodge those combos or not?
When it comes to let's talk about all the sports that are in the Olympics. Curling.
Right.
Curling, you don't have to have much physicality at all. You could be smoking a cigar while you're doing curling. It's more of a technical sport. Just like, for instance,
seen people smoke before a UFC fight.
Have you?
And they fight. Yeah, what's that guy's name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He's from Florida, actually.
Oh,
he's from Florida.
Oh, right.
I know who you're talking about.
And he fought.
There's also Nate Diaz.
A lot.
He would too.
Yeah.
I mean, all right. So no,
that's physical as.
But it's not as much about smoking. What I'm trying to say is, physicality has nothing to do with the sport being in the Olympics. You've got, let's talk curling's in the Olympics. Let's talk about. First, we have to break down what type of physicality. Is it about strength? Is it about reaction time? Is it about endurance? Because arguably, when you're playing a video game, reaction time is a huge part of it.
Big time.
And endurance is another big part of it. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So, arguably, we'd say that it does have some physicality to it, because when you're gaming for a long period of time, when your mental state starts to deteriorate, do you have the reaction time, the fast twitch movements necessary to maintain top tier of gameplay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Secondly, not every sport is about strength. Look at Thank you for that follow, XPie. So, not every sport's about strength. Let's look at diving.
Oh, right.
Diving is a sport.
Yeah,
it is not easy.
Let me get mad swole so that I could dive into this water.
Exactly. That's not something you do. It's a technical thing.
Right.
You have to know how to flip properly and have the reaction time to get into the water the right way. But it has nothing to do with. You do really don't want to belly flop at that. Hey, you get it. What?
Wasted. My leg.
So it's really very much all about how you view
cannonball
physicality, as it were. I think chess was in the Olympics at one point. Let me check. Was chess
super
in the
intense
Olympics? The International Olympic Committee recognized chess as a sport in 1999.
Oh, but look at 2020 for Tokyo.
It will be in Tokyo. Oh, no, it did not make it to Tokyo.
Right.
But it won't be in Tokyo.
The
but
word failed was next to that.
It was recognized as a sport. Chess was recognized as a sport.
Yeah, but this is totally okay. Your turn.
Right, Vicky.
Year ago. Yeah. No, this is combos and shooting or racing or.
Have you ever played chess?
Yeah.
Like at a high level?
Not at a high level.
Because it's not usually like, all right, your go.
Yeah, it's actually start to sweat and just like
there's a lot of strategy in it.
Every time I remembered the person, my opponent telling me checkmate, it was so slow. Even if I know he said it in like real time. It was like really quick.
We just got zapped.
Baby!
Oh snap! You just got zapped,
baby. Zap.
Hi, Zap.
Damn.
Welcome to the stream.
I felt that. No, but every time they would say checkmate, I would checkmate. Like it hurt my soul. Like, I would see all my chess pieces just go.
Hey, you must have had some intense chess games. I mean, I played a few games of chess in my day, but I'm not sure that like
it was with it.
It was like the finishing blow from a boxing match where like everything's slow and you go.
It was when I learned to play chess. It was,
and you're like, whoa. Yeah, that's not how my chess games went.
No. I was a grasshopper, and my neighbor was the sensei, so he would win every time.
Well, if he didn't, he'd be a really bad sensei, probably.
Facts.
He
knew what he was doing. Shout out wherever you are out there in the world.
Well, I mean, a lot more people are considering esports to be a sport, and some are saying it's the sport of the future. And there's a lot of reasons for that.
It's pretty intense. It gets pretty intense. What What's your favorite type of esport?
What do you mean? Oh, like whether it's like
Am I
fighting?
saying that right?
What do you
No.
mean, like favorite
Can you say it like
genre?
that?
What's
What's your favorite genre in esports? Did I say that right?
I think so. I think
Okay,
you did.
yeah,
I'd
there you
say
go.
probably my two favorites have got to be fighting games and MOBAs.
Okay, cool.
Like well, let's go for the viewers out there. We're gonna go over what genres we might see in esports, and there's a few. There's fighting. There's
First-person shooters.
First-person shooters. There's MOBA. There's
Racing.
Character-based shooter, like MOBA FPSs, and on that I'm including like Overwatch, Paladin, Bleeding Edge.
What would you call the top-down ones? Like
RTS.
The one that's RTS.
They're called
Gotcha.
real-time strategy. Those would
I'm playing
include
Diablo right now. actually.
Warcraft, StarCraft. Diablo would not be included in
Even if it's
in
top
that.
down and you could play with multiple players.
That would not
No?
be okay. So, well,
it's a different.
It depends. Diablo cannot be an esport ever.
I know, but I mean,
But-
the style is very similar.
Well, just because it's top down, there's a lot of different things that could be top down. Top down's not a style. It's called an isometric view. Is actually
Gotcha.
the technical term. And you can have an isometric view for shooting games, for racing games.
Yeah.
The original racing games were top down, and you had a little thing that would go
Oh,
around
right.
the
Yeah.
cart. Yeah.
It looked
So-
like the map.
There are two main esports that are top down right now, and that would be MOBAs. MOBAs include Smite, Dota, League of Legends, which, by the way, League of Legends is the biggest esport in the world right now.
Yeah.
And those are strategy based games. Those
Cool.
games are, you have characters that are unique, healers, attackers, tanks, buffers, and stuff like that. And they'll go out and protect their base and their lanes while trying to attack the other team.
Oh, okay.
So those ones,
Even shooters have like even Apex has like you have Lifeline, and then and she'll take care of you if you get downed, or you have Octane, which is speed. Who else is Gibraltar is more about shields.
right.
So it's not the same thing, but they all have their own.
They're bringing character-based traits into
Gotcha,
the first-person
gotcha,
shooter is
gotcha.
what they're doing. But as it goes with top-down things, the other type of top-down is called an RTS, or a real-time strategy game. Now, those have been phased out of esports for a little while. Actually, it's funny that you bring it up. The first ever esport
Yeah.
was a top-down RTS called StarCraft.
I thought that it was the Quake. Oh no, that was the first tournament. No,
This was before Quake. This
What
game
was that
is
guy?
a
Dave?
long time ago.
Thresh.
Warcraft and StarCraft are the first two.
Oh wow.
It was before,
Okay.
World of Warcraft? The
Yes,
very
I know.
famous-
Yeah.
That game's based off of an RTS.
What is that?
Well, I mean, what you don't know probably is that it's based off of a game called Warcraft, that there were 3 of them before World of Warcraft ever hit the shelves. Right, Warcraft was way more famous than World of Warcraft was.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
So, and it was a top-down game where you have a base, you build
Yeah,
your
yeah.
base
Oh
up,
my
and
God,
you
that's
launch
so
your
true.
troops
Right,
out
right,
to get
right.
the other team dead. And those used to be the original esports.
So I'm a special guest.
I don't know what happened, Blizzard.
I'm a special guest.
Right? Do you mean that you're a guest and you're
Here.
special, or
Both, both, as you can see. Yeah. So.
Well, no, not many people know what.
How do you
not many-
remember?
no, I meant not many.
Accepting is the first step. Prodigy.
Yes, it is Prodigy. No, not many people know that. Not many people know these games because they were so long ago. RTSs haven't really been brought back. StarCraft 2 was
crazy, man.
StarCraft 2 was brought back a few years ago, but they well, that's a sad story for another
That
time.
sucks.
Actually, what happened to StarCraft 2?
Like in my head, it would seem pretty entertaining. Like
It
would
is,
seem
it
pretty
is.
cool.
It's-
like, what's the big deal? Like why?
There's a lot of politics that are
sucks.
involved in these
That
things.
sucks.
It does
I would
suck.
totally watch that.
It was it's amazing. It's the guy who's sitting at the this is his command center, and he's like the supreme general, the overall general, basically.
You talking about saying, like Red Alert?
Yes, exactly.
Oh my
That's
God,
an RTS.
I would totally watch that.
That's an RTS where you're the
that was
supreme
my
general,
RTS.
and you tell all you're like, you start gathering materials.
Yeah, you start building over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
dude,
you're like the ultimate
that.
tactician. And you're sending out. You're like, all right, we're gonna attack them from this side and this side.
Oh, my chess sensei taught me how to play that. Actually, again, shout out neighbor, wherever the hell you are out there. I'm still
sensei.
I still play games.
Believe in me.
I have a beard now, and I still play games.
All right,
I love it. Never, always, and forever. What?
That has unfortunately died out, and I'd love to see RTSs make it into the future. Of,
what's the closest? Because I've been looking. I was Nintendo Switch shopping the other day, and yesterday, I know I'm late. Yesterday I bought, speaking of, I had mentioned racers earlier, I bought Crash Team Racing. It's in my Switch.
I hate that game.
Yeah, I know. But I used to love it when I was little, and now that they brought it out again, I'm like, okay, this is why I bought it. I don't not love Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I love it, but the levels are the same levels for over and over, and then I was like, damn, I wish I had more levels. There isn't any more updates. Crash Team Racing. Okay, I'll grab that then. So that's why.
It's not, on an aside, Crash Team Racing is awful, and there's a reason why they don't use that control scheme in any other racing game ever created ever. They're like, oh, I know what we'll do. We'll have this be the jump button, but it's also the slide button. But you also have to press it again. It's awful. There's a reason they don't use that control scheme for anything.
Right. I'm having the time of my life with you. Don't you listen to Tachyon.
Listen, the Nintendo Switch is an amazing console.
The game is in the Switch.
It's only good for the game. All right, so what were you gonna ask about Nintendo Switch and RTSs?
What's the closest one to that right now?
On the Switch or in general?
On the Switch. Is there one on there?
Well, you know what? I mean,
missed that kind of game, bro.
The most tactical style game that you're going to find is like Fire Emblem or anything that resembles Final Fantasy Tactics.
Gotcha.
Those are the most tactical style of game that you'd find, and honestly, those could be esports if they made a multiplayer version of it. But you're not going to find any real-time strategies anymore. They just don't make them much.
Wow.
They've moved on. All the tactical games have moved on into other things like MOBAs. MOBA was the evolution from RTS to the next level, where it's still a different style of game, but it was based on what it was based on RTSs and how RTSs would work.
Gotcha. Thank you, RTSs.
I would love to see them bring some RTSs back. Would they? Man. Would they are billions be an RTS? I don't know. I've never actually played They Are Billions. I've never played it, so I can't. Maybe.
I'm gonna look into that.
Maybe.
I'm gonna look into that.
I think I own that game, and I haven't even. I'm terrible at it.
What about fighters? What's your favorite fighter?
My favorite fighter right now?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say
you could pick two again.
We'd have to define what fighter is firstly. Are we talking about games from an esports perspective, or just what's my favorite fighter in general?
In esports.
All right, so
do you know which ones are out right now?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that are going to be in the esports tournaments?
Well, firstly, again, esports is a budding thing. So, like,
oh my God, I'm so sorry. I meant Evo.
Okay. Because I was like, are you talking about like a local tournament?
No,
you talking about the
I'm
Olympics?
talking about Evo.
Evo. I love Dragon Ball Fighters. See, Dragon Ball Fighters.
It's amazing.
Dragon Ball Fighters
if you
is
haven't
fantastic.
Played it, it's fantastic. I actually took it to that event where we dominated as Smash Brothers. Yeah.
Smash Brothers is another good one. They played that at Evo, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Evo's going to be there. Samurai Showdown's going to be there.
Wow. Samurai Showdown's going to be there.
Because they got that new one that came out. It looks pretty cool. It looks like Street Fighter 5, kind of.
It's very fun.
Street Fighter 5 is going to... Oh, wait. The one that really shocked me was they brought it back. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is going to be
That's
on there.
arguably the greatest Marvel vs. Capcom.
I lost my mind.
It's never gotten better than Marvel vs. Capcom.
Dude, I can't. Yeah. Well, Dragon Ball Fighters is literally like the closest you could ever get to that now. Like,
agreed.
Smash Brothers is going to be there. Tekken is going to be there, which is
Tekken 7?
Yeah. Tekken's going to be there.
I just downloaded that the other day, actually.
Oh, dude, yeah. Wait, isn't it on the
Xbox Game Pass?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, dude, I'm totally downloading that. I'm downloading that.
Xbox Game Pass.
Oh, yeah.
All of the games you need for the low price of I can't remember per month. So, oh, Christ. Oh, what am I doing? No, so, yeah, so which one's your favorite then?
New school. Oh, wait. So
choose one. Just one.
Just one. All right.
Just
I'll
one.
choose one.
Just one.
choose one. Damn.
He asks me questions, and then he doesn't know his own
answer. No, because I said he could pick two. Now I got to pick one.
Choose. I only chose
All right, I'll pick
one.
one. Smash Brothers.
I only chose one.
Smash Brothers. Marvel vs. Capcom.
Now,
Marvel
I
vs. Capcom 2. That's the one.
would not consider
Marvel
Smash
vs. Capcom.
Brothers a fighter.
Wow.
I don't consider that a fighting game. Not by, like...
Well, the combos are
really,
very different from
really,
like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter.
Not just the combos, but the whole mechanics of the game. The
Oh,
game
right.
isn't about...
high punch, low kick, and high kick.
More than that, it's not even about diminishing someone's health. In
right,
every fighting game, it's diminish the health till they're dead.
This one
is the only one that is
them out of the
knock
ring.
them off of a ledge.
Right.
And it's percentages. They fly back further
Right.
the more you hit them.
The more
It's a
they're
completely different game.
They got a higher damage, and you just like flick them. They'll
Right. So
they'll
it's
fly
all
off
about
of the
knockback. It's not about... in any other fighting game, no matter how much damage they take...
It's still the same amount of...
They still have the same chance of kicking your ass.
Right.
But it's harder to kick someone's ass the more damage you take in Super Smash Brothers.
Right. Tachyon has like 10 damage. I just hit him like... He has 10 damage, and I'm like at 150 damage. If he kicks me once, I'm out.
Right.
So, but I still have a chance to come back, and that's amazing, but it's not like...
You
it's not
have
like
a huge handicap at that point.
Absolutely.
What that's actually considered is a brawler and not
It's a brawler.
fighter.
It's a brawler.
It has an entirely different name to it.
No pun intended. Smash Brothers
because
Brawl.
because it's not considered to have similar mechanics to Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, Samurai Showdown,
Tekken.
it's Tekken, etc., which are all about life meters.
Right. Exactly.
And there's walls to the arena.
Oh, right.
There's
That too.
walls
That you
to the
can actually
arena.
like if
You
you're
can hit them
Chun-Li,
off the
you
wall.
can bounce off of the walls.
Right.
Yeah.
Cannot do Smash Brothers is a dynamic arena that has no walls and no bottom.
Yeah. Unless you're Scorpion in Mortal Kombat
And
and,
it's
you
not
decide
about
to teleport
killing
from this
someone.
side to the other.
Oh, screw that guy.
Other
Though.
than-
Anyone who plays Scorpion, doesn't really know how to play.
Do not
okay?
get over here.
They're just I was talking about this earlier with Garrett. He's super mad about games that go esports because he says it ruins the game, and I disagree. And let me explain to you where he's coming with this. He's talking about Call of Duty primarily. He says, okay. So Call of Duty has gone esports.
Stop hating.
You know what? I'm going into this and I'm gonna explain. So
Explain
I'm gonna
yourself.
explain. So
Hold on, Goddess. Hold on.
this isn't me.
Hold on.
This isn't me. This is Garrett.
Oh,
Garrett
this is
says
Zap.
This is Zap. This is Zap.
Okay.
Zap goes. Some people think that when
He sounds
games
just
go
like that.
esports, it ruins the game. I'm like, who thinks that? And he goes, well, I'll be honest. It's ruined Call of Duty a little bit. How's it ruined Call of Duty? He goes, well, because they're trying to balance it now, and they're balancing it to what the esports players do. So you have this gun that's super powerful, and what they do is when they realize that it's overpowered, they nerf it. And I'm like, yeah, to make a level playing field.
Damn.
Because
All that nerfing.
they do nerf things and they change the meta, but I don't know. Do you think that's a good or a bad thing that they cater to the top tier of gamer
Nah.
when it comes to nerfing or buffing characters up?
No bueno.
No bueno? You don't think it's good?
No bueno.
I think it's great, honestly, because
to base it on the top players versus
yes.
casual players?
Yes. Absolutely. Because if you give someone an infinite amount of time to play a game,
Oh, that's
they're
true.
gonna
Yeah, in that
end up
case,
getting
yeah.
to that skill level.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
never mind.
the peak. And
Oh, that's another thing too. A lot of times Smash, they don't really have a timer in the center like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat does. Like when that's over, it's like, who got their ass whooped more?
You can set that. You can set
that, but that's never really.
But let's keep on track with let's get back to whether they should cater things to the top esports players or not, because like let's say one esports player realizes this one gun and this other gun combo is the best combo in the game. Like he found out the meta. He realized that there is no counter to this, so every other esports player ends up running that same combo too.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we can't have everyone running this combo.
Yeah.
We need to drop down some of the things about these guns so they're not as overpowered.
I like that. Drop it down.
So
because that
a good thing or a bad thing that they're catering to the top players?
Damn.
This is where the argument lies.
Damn.
Personally, I think it's a necessity. It doesn't have to do with good or bad, but it's necessary.
It's a must
because in the end, these top players, everyone's watching them. And all these kids are going to be like, all right, that's what I need to do. They're going to watch these YouTube videos of like the best loadout ever. And they're going to try and go with that loadout. And then afterwards, if everyone's going to start running that loadout, they're going to be like, all right, this game's going to get dumb. Like, as someone creating the game, I'm going to be like, this game's going to get fucking stupid if everyone's running the same. Like, everyone's running around doing the same thing. Why did I make all these, like, 20 other guns when anyone's going to be one gun?
And you know what? I've gone on YouTube channels, and I'm like, all right, something's got to give. Because I shot that guy 50 times, and he killed me. Hold on. Let me go watch some YouTube videos, and then I would actually do that. Okay. No Mozambique for me ever again. Again.
You use the Mozambique?
Not ever week ever.
That thing's so
I don't
bad.
touch it ever.
Oh my god!
I see it, and I just if
I'd rather punch a guy in the face.
If I don't have my headset on, I've actually had some of my teammates like crack the fuck up. Like they're like, shield level 3, and I'm like, fucking ass. Mozambique here, and I just hear them cracking up like, you motherfucker.
Mozambique here.
Shield here, level 1.
Scorpion's one of them. So some people say that what it does is it by catering to those people, it ruins the game for all the casual players.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that, but I mean that's just something to chew over, think about.
Bless you.
Dave Killerish says Overwatch was built to be an esport. So in your opinion, does the Overwatch League ruin Overwatch? Dave, how I don't see how the Overwatch League would ruin Overwatch for anyone. Can you go into that in a little more detail? Are you talking about the nerfing of characters and the changing of? So for one, I think the changing and nerfing of if that was tying into your comments about gamers going into right, Dave. No, I agree, and no, I don't. I think it can only make it better. Professional players, the people who are just better than us, are gonna find problems in the game. They're gonna find ways to change the game.
As a casual, you would notice nerfed.
Sometimes you don't. It depends how big the nerf is. Like
that's what Dave Killerish was saying. I was just
some of the nerfs you won't recognize, but we're talking about big nerfs. Like we're talking about. I used to play a game called Battleborn, and in this game, which was made to be an esports game, it failed. But it's sore subject actually. But I love that game. It was so good. It was so good. But eventually, there were some. I don't like this song. Goodbye. Yeah, like I feel like I just wanted background music, not a. I don't want to be losing my mind.
First person shooters.
Some of the nerfs were as simple as like changing the recharge time of your ability from 3 seconds to 2.8 seconds. Which no one's gonna really notice.
That's come on
that much. But there was one where it's like changed his ultimate ability from being able to stay in this ultimate ability for an infinite amount of time to being able to stay in it only for 40 seconds. So either you can play the rest of the 40-minute game in your ultimate ability,
right,
or Now you only have 60 seconds to use it.
Oh.
So it's a huge difference.
That's a big difference.
Right. So it depends. I mean, and these esports players, they come up with stuff that we don't even realize. For instance, like, one of them found out that this melee character, he carried around an axe, and his right trigger was to use his axe on stuff.
Okay.
And his left trigger was to pull up his shield. He
Gotcha.
found out that using the quick melee, the offhand melee, which is just like a shield bash,
Right? Yeah.
did more damage per second than actually using the main
the
attack.
freaking-
So it made the main attack useless, and
What's the
everyone
point
would
of
just
this?
go
Like, if you
around,
just- hey.
everyone was going around hitting in
Hey,
their
hey,
right
come here,
thumbstick.
come here.
They were just like hitting in the right thumbstick at people, and that's something that no one knows, no one would realize.
Dude.
It's only like a tiny bit more,
yeah.
a tiny bit
But
more,
still, that tiny bit
they,
more.
they calculated it. They sit down and they
Damn.
calculate the damage over time, and they realize, well, this is what we're going to use from now on.
Oh man. Have you ever had a gun and got dropped by somebody just punching at Apex, or in a shooter in general?
Wait, what?
Have you ever gone taken down by somebody just throwing punches while you're like reloading?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh
I don't
no!
want to talk about it, okay?
I had a
talk
peacekeeper one
about
time,
it.
and I was like, "Yeah, motherfucker, I'm about to bah!"
It hurts.
It hurts so bad,
It
and I'm
hurts.
like, "Ooh, boy,
Like, I
I'm
had a-
about to get it. Let me just. Oh no!"
When I first started Fortnite, I had a pistol. I was like, pop, 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 pop. I miss every shot. He's just pickaxing me in the
jumping
face.
around,
like
jumping
one of
around.
the
Ha!
7 dwarves. Like,
Miss me.
yeah, I went
Ah,
down.
stupid gun, you.
It was awful.
Bang. It's painful.
It was terrible.
It's painful. It's painful when It's painful when you can still see when the camera is. You can still see your opponent,
It was-
and he's like doing this.
Yeah, well, I mean, if
around
we're
you.
going to be real, esport or not, it's not a real kill unless you teabag the guy.
Oh, that's
afterwards.
100% facts.
Like, I'll teabag an NPC
Google,
if I
if
kill
you
him.
Google it,
Like, I don't. It doesn't
it'll
matter.
say something else.
I gotta.
So don't Google it.
Actually,
But
don't Google teabagging.
Don't forget what I said. Don't you Google that.
teabagging.
Don't you dare it.
I mean, unless you
Don't
want
do
to.
it.
We're not your mom.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not your dad.
Don't do it.
I hope.
Forget what I said about
Pretty sure I'm not
Googling
your
it,
dad.
because it'll be something else. It's very informative, but
Teabagging for sure.
yeah, you are the champion. Teabagging.
Never Google gamer terms. No, for reals. It's a bad thing. Okay, so you were talking about Apex earlier.
Yeah.
And I've got to ask, do you think Battle Royales, are they already esports?
Yeah.
Which one?
And
Okay.
it always, like, whenever I'm thinking, like, I've never had the feeling of, like, it's kind of starting to die out. Something always happens where it's like, damn, it's just getting started, baby. Like, they'll bring something out, and I'm just like, whoa, it's not dying down at all. This is getting crazy.
So the question I have is, so Battle Royales are arguably, there's really no argument to it. Right now, Battle Royales are an esport.
Yeah.
You know, the Fortnite World Cup happened.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Twitch Gamer Bowl happened, and they're all Battle Royales is the big thing right now. But what I'm thinking about is in the future, esports really ultimately you're thinking you've got a team, you got another team, and your team is representing like Miami, or
D2D.
you've got like the Mutineers versus like
Mutineers!
the Philly Fusions or something like that.
Right.
You can't really do that with Battle Royales, can you?
Oh.
Because Battle Royales, I mean, you could have your 3-person team
course.
dropping in.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
it's not going to be, when you have your team, it's not going to be like a town-sanctioned team, you know? It's not going to be.
No.
So, because there'd be too many.
Yeah.
There wouldn't, it'd just be ridiculous. So,
Flooded.
is esports at that point, if Battle Royales are going to become an esport, are they going to be on the same level as esport? Like, the same, are they an esport or their own thing, I suppose is what I'm asking. Is Battle Royale its own thing outside of esportness?
I don't think so. I think it really is very.
Okay, so it's in the esports,
It's in the esports.
world.
Yeah, man.
But it's not going to, obviously not going to operate like a Call of Duty team or
Oh,
like a
gotcha now.
like
Now
like
I
an
can-
Overwatch team
Gotcha
where you
now.
have
Yeah.
like your Overwatch team
50-50.
you've got like 5 dudes. They're sitting down. Well, by dudes, I mean guy or girl or whatever in
Yeah.
the middle. Dudes is people.
Bros
So,
and brodettes.
5. So you got 5 humans sitting down, wrecking face, right? And that's your team.
That's your squad, yeah.
How does that work when it comes to like Escape from Tarkov or which isn't a battle royale?
But I get what you're saying. Yeah, you gotta.
It's another game that a lot of people would argue it's not that it's PvP. It can be tactical, competitive, and you can use different strategies. Well, indeed.
It goes back to what you were saying about Smash Brothers and Street Fighter.
There's an argument going on right now in our chat. It's, Dave Killer says Mario Kart on mobile is meant to be a PvP mobile game. Is that an esport?
It's a racer.
It could be.
You know what? It's a racer, and it
could be. I don't think it would be considered a main esport because, in reality, if you wanted a racing esport, there are more technical racing esports out there.
Yeah, but that's so okay. But
anything
still,
mobile has watered it down to make it so anyone and everyone can have a fighting chance.
If
there needs to be a big gap between professional level and casual.
I feel like, damn. Man, no, yeah, because, man.
There really needs to be a big gap between professional and casual. Otherwise, you don't really have
and there's two
something
totally
that
different
people
mechanics
will
too, like,
watch.
Right.
The difference is, all right, so
where they watch Forza or where they watch Mario Kart? Or would they play Forza or would they play Mario Kart? I would definitely play Mario Kart because of the fun, and Forza is more like technical.
Yes.
Gran Turismo is very technical, like
boring,
and and
boring.
It's too. We're gonna make it realistic, and we're not.
Realistic.
And shout outs to them, but that's why I own a Switch.
So, like, listen, Mario Kart's great, and it is PvP.
It's very intense too.
Yeah,
man.
but in
like
Fortnite, loot is entirely randomized. There's nothing guaranteed, even if you're a god at aiming and tactics. Dave, that doesn't matter. So, the randomization is. The randomization of loot is tiny. It's Calcifer, actually.
Calcifer.
It's tiny
Mario Kart,
compared to the skill gap necessary for a game like Fortnite, okay? There's randomization in every game, and without randomization, a game's not a game.
Right.
That's one of the things that's a staple in any game. There is randomization.
Yeah.
But
there's totally different things, like...
In the difference between like a mobile game is mobile games are made so that anyone can play them and have a fighting chance.
Oh, okay.
Everyone in it, they've taken this skill gap that's like this big and they moved it down to here. So even if you're the worst in the world,
you can still have a chance.
You're not that far away from the best in the world. There's an upper limit to how good you really can get.
I don't like that
on a mobile game.
That's kind of...
Well, I understand why you might not like that.
I mean, I get it. It's fair.
The point of the mobile game is to sell it to as many people as possible. Not to make it so that one dude can wreck on a million other dudes.
Exactly.
Now, when it comes to an esport game, that's what you need is you need your professional players to be able to walk on top of your regular human beings. Just like in football. I can't take on...
Dunking.
I can't take on LeBron, okay? I can't do it. There's no human way possible, and that's why
Apex, but I can't take on Dr. Disrespect.
That's why people
disrespect me.
Oh my God. He's gonna throw some disrespect on that ass.
Oh, it's okay. I'm part of the Slick Daddy Club.
What
That's right. You were like, what the?
I don't care.
Yo, D2D Zap.
I literally don't care. There's no part of me that cares. There's
fair enough.
Like,
oh, that's funny.
No, so there's a reason why people would want to watch esports.
Wait, but how is the mobile phone? Because I didn't download it because I have Mario 8 Deluxe. So is it you too?
Oh no, I was putting my pinky up. Oh, I didn't download the mobile phone.
No,
I have Mario 8 Deluxe on my Switch.
Because I have Odyssey and then I have the mobile Mario. That's a runner. Okay, I have Mario Maker and then I have the mobile game. One's a runner, one's Super Mario Maker. So is it how different is it? Like the mechanics?
Mario Mobile
versus Mario 8 Deluxe. Or just Mario Kart in general.
I mean, there's a lot of different, so...
Are the mechanics still,
have you ever played... No, it's still the same mechanics, really.
Like somebody's about to win, and they're in first place.
Then you're likely going to get a blue shell, and...
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You can still throw in the purple shell, and then bang, the blue shell, and then...
Mario Kart 8 like Mario Kart Mobile if you turn on the auto driving and the auto drifting and turn the frequency of... item drops to very unbalanced. There's different options.
You can do that. You can do that at 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
you can make what that does is it makes it so it's really easy for bad players to still have a chance with good players.
Gotcha, bro. Gotcha.
Dave, in my mind that does justify things as a proper esport. He says, I mean, in football, you don't have giant mechs that mow down the other team because you found one on the field. That's true. But there's something called wind. There's also things called the sun. There's different positions on the field. So whether you're looking into the sun and the wind's coming at you or going crossway or the wind stops, maybe it starts snowing and you're from Florida, you're a Miami player, and you've never fucking played in the snow. There's a lot of randomization in football as well.
Gotcha.
Like,
if it isn't sunny where you are, it's easier to play because when I used to play baseball, for example, and I was in middle school, I had braces and I was playing in the sun. And
I bet you were like the same height, just like
bro,
40 pounds lighter. I can see baby Eddie's like still he's 40 pounds lighter, but still the same height. Yeah. And he's just like he's that tall, just like running around.
Yeah.
Like,
look at me.
Each leg has like 7 different knees on it because they're so long.
That's me.
I never had to worry about it. I got stubby little legs. Like on this.
Tachyon is short.
I am short. I'm short. So I got these stubby legs. I never had to worry about where they were.
It was great.
I always feel bad for people with long legs because I can understand how your leg might start getting away from you. And you're like, where are you going? Yeah, where are you going?
Come back.
Stop.
My body is still.
My leg can only go so far. You know, I kick it out and I fall forward. It's still right there. Like I can't. But you guys, you kick it out and it's like. Like if I take this and push it over, there's not much it can fall. But you take the Eiffel Tower and you push it over, and God knows what's gonna happen.
Hey man, thank God for my long legs when I used to do graffiti illegally. I mean, without permission.
I mean, totally illegally. All right, so as for esports, FPSs is another category for esports. And we've talked about how the thing I'm wondering about FPSs are now mostly going to battle royales. The only FPS that's really an esport or pretending to be an esport right now is Call of Duty.
Oh,
that's it?
Pretending?
Well, there's the question. I think it is an esport, and they have already started to be a league. But what other FPS is trying to do that?
Overwatch?
They were, and the Overwatch League has kind of gone on a decline recently.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they even tried, and then I was super excited for it for Switch when it was coming out for Switch. I was like, and my neighbor was like, "Bro,
whatever happened to that?
Come on, man.
Did they stop?
Let's do it." No, I saw it.
Did it come out?
I saw it in
I was never an Overwatch fan for long.
Dude, but the way that they announced it for the Switch was like, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now this next game. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? And then Overwatch did not Overwatch. What was it? Who was it that made Overwatch? Not Blizzard. Wait, who was it?
Blizzard made Overwatch.
It was Blizzard. It was Blizzard. Yeah, something with Blizzard and Nintendo was like went really, really. It was bad. It was really bad, and then that affected it being on Switch, and I didn't pick it up. I was going to, but then I didn't.
and then I didn't.
Well, and Overwatch, I see it every time. I see it on the shelves, and I'm like, damn, bro.
Overwatch 2 is coming out. Overwatch 2 is coming out, and not just that. There is actually a big push for new.
Oh wait, it was because they didn't show up at that event. Was that it in China or something?
Oopsies. No! I did not mean for that to happen. I don't know.
It's like the beginning of like a Doom level.
I didn't mean for that to happen. I'm so sorry. All
right, DJ.
Welcome to streaming, ladies and gentlemen, where everything always goes right and nothing ever breaks. I promise. Speaking of, Overwatch 2 is coming out.
Yo, I'm gonna get back to you on that, man. What happened with Blizzard? There was a big event, and then they were like, sorry guys, we're not gonna go, like last minute or something. Man, I wish I remembered that, bro. Oh my god.
So what I'm thinking and what I'm looking forward to.
About WoW?
Okay, what I'm looking. WoW.
I know.
WoW is
World of
not an esport.
Oh.
It's an MMO.
Sorry, bro.
I'm sorry. It's not. Rainbow Six Siege. You're right. There is another FPS esport. Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah, it's a great esport. It's a fantastic esport. Halo likely will be in the future. They're coming out with Halo Infinite, and I can only assume they're going to make Halo Infinite esport ready. They want to bring Halo.
Do you think Doom
into the homes?
Might be.
I severely doubt it.
You doubt it?
I doubt it. I loved
you know how they have
multiplayer.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic.
But you could play as freaking. You could play as one of the demons with like rocket launchers.
It was
dope.
It was dope. It was dope.
It was fun. It reminded me.
It wasn't
of a
esports
first-person shooter. Pretty intense.
No one took the multiplayer seriously.
Oh.
No one took it seriously. It was a great multiplayer. I had a great time, but no one took it seriously. We'll have to see.
They took Splatoon very seriously in the beginning, and now look at Splatoon now. Overwatch.
I'm not sure why it was taken seriously, but everyone took that one seriously as an
bullets
esport.
When you got all this paint.
Yeah, but you couldn't even aim. It was
the aiming was
via
Star Fox.
motion control, which to me
not motion control.
Takes
not
out
Star Fox.
That's not Star Fox. I was like, what's Star Fox?
Can't you program it to?
Oh, I hope
Switch?
not. That sounds awful.
Yeah, it was very difficult.
That sounds awful.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's so.
I didn't know that it was motion controlled.
Yeah.
And
Splatoon 2 is motion control.
And I didn't know, and I didn't feel like driving to Orlando to go to Universal Studios. So I'm in this. So the driver makes a left turn, and so does my aim.
And my God! Yeah. I actually got the game.
I found out.
I got the game specifically because I'm like, oh, it's a third-person shooter. I'm gonna love this, and I got the Pro Controller just for it.
Oh.
And I get the Pro Controller, and I'm like trying to. Oh, damn it!
No.
Oh, and I'm like going like this.
I'm gonna get you.
Imagine those esports. Imagine those tournaments. You got two teams, and they're super serious, and they're on each side. They're staring each other down, just like those constant esport pictures. And they sit down, and they pick up their controllers, and they're like, "Go!" And everyone's going, like trying to get.
Gonna get you.
It would just be, honestly, now I want to see it.
Yeah.
Now I want to see it.
How?
Let's bring it into the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have to, like, we got to turn down the settings on their controllers really low, so they have to do, like, exaggerated movements to try and, like...
He hit his opponent again. He hit his teammate again.
I want a purely motion controlled esport, so that they're running out of breath at the end. You've got to like get training before you play this game. Let's make Ring Fit. Make Wii Sports an esport. Playing tennis. Fucking That would be hilarious. I'd be so down for that. All right, guys, let's take a second because I want to go over character shooters. Character shooters are the new where's the music? There we go. Character shooters are the new thing that they came out in 2016. Overwatch, hero shooters, character shooters, hero shooters, whatever. Paladins, Overwatch, Lawbringers, Smite, or not Smite, oh, it died off too. It died off really quickly. Anyways, Overwatch 2 is now coming out, and there's a lot of other ones that are coming out with it. This one's called Rogue Company. Let's take a look at this. I don't know if you've seen this before. This is the next one from Hi-Rez. All these games, they always make them to seem esports ready. Every single time. Just like Overwatch. I know, right? Right? This was shown at E3 2019, if I remember correctly. That was this trailer. So you've got two teams, I think of 5.
A jump master, probably.
They drop in on either side. It looks, semi-tactical and at the same time hero-based, where everyone has their own abilities.
Was that a drone flying?
It was definitely a drone. Dude, if you missed that shot, really bro, you're awful. Yeah. You need to put down the sniper.
She just went.
Dude was running straight at him.
She just went. I don't want.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bullet? No problem. I'm just gonna dodge that bullet. Just gonna dodge that.
I'm Neo.
So these hero shooters or whatever you want to call them are coming back in a big way as of this year, I believe. 2020 is when they're all coming. What the hell was that?
Free to play multiplayer.
Don't care. Don't care. Oh my God, don't care. Here's another one that's coming out in just a few months called Bleeding Edge. Bleeding Edge is again another MOBA style FPS, but this one is all close quarters melee style.
Yeah. My favorite one's the girl in the pink. Every time I see her character, there she goes.
4v4 online melee. Buttercup, she's so cute.
No, she ain't.
So it's a mix of a fighter and a shooter in a way, which is I think kind of crazy.
Whoa. There she is. That's so crazy. Damn, butter cute. Butter cute. Butter not.
Better not mess with her. Gizmo. Miko. Maeve.
Oh, wait. The characters are very shell.
So the technical alpha started in June 27th of 2019. This game's already coming out next month, I believe. Yeah, how do you think these games are going to do against a juggernaut like Blizzard? Like Overwatch, Blizzard. Because they all want to be esports, and these are going to be...
Some people love Blizzard.
Oh,
Blizzard has... You ready for it? You ready for it? Some people hate Blizzard.
It's true. It's true. Some people hate Blizzard.
But some people
a lot of people love Blizzard.
A lot of people love Blizzard.
There's some definite...
I
love for Blizzard.
I'm playing Diablo right now. Wait.
Which one? Diablo 3 on your Switch?
Diablo 3 on my Switch.
I've beaten it so many times on my Xbox, but I want to get it for Switch now.
I played it for 4 hours straight Switch again. On a flight. And
it's just
a
fun
amazing
game. It's just a fun game.
Yeah.
It's stupid fun with all the loot you can get.
Yeah. I got the Zelda special. It comes with the one for Switch. You can have like a chicken following you around the whole time.
No, really?
It's so fun.
Oh,
it's so
that's
cool.
awesome.
And right away I saw it. I was like, oh, that's from fucking. Oh my God. It's so cool. It's so cool. The armors too. Okay, you go. It's cool. It's good.
Vicky says, I feel the character shooters and BR are getting a bit diluted in esports quite quickly. So I have a question about that because character shooters haven't really existed since 2016. Like they came out in 2016 and they haven't made any since then in the past 4 years. Overwatch, Battleborn, Gigantic, that was the one I was trying to come up with earlier. Lawbreakers.
Quake gotta come back.
They had those hero shooters.
Yeah.
But they haven't. No, Dave, I know there were hero shooters before then, but what I'm saying is the last round of hero shooters were 2016. So how are they getting diluted if there haven't been any since 2016? It's been 4 years since they made a new hero shooter.
It's been 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
It's
crazy. 4 years later now, they're making a new round of hero shooters. I mean, that makes sense. How long does it take to make a new game? If Overwatch came out in 2016, they're not going to come out with Overwatch 2 the next year. Only Call of Duty does that.
Yeah. Doom Eternal's coming out now.
Yeah. And 2016 was when it came out. Doom 2016.
Yo, but I didn't play it in 2016. I played it when it came out for Switch.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
And so I was late, but I was having
Nintendo
the time of my life.
Nintendo fanboy.
Dude, and it looks great on it. Like when I say Nintendo Switch, people are just Nintendo. They think like colorful fun, and then they see me like shooting demons. They're like, "Oye, papi, hold on a second, bro. What is that?"
Oye, papi.
Oye, papi.
Welcome to Miami, ladies and gentlemen.
You kill a demon like this?
No, I agree. Switch is fantastic. Switch is great.
That's right, girl.
I can't believe you waited till 2019 to play Doom. It was
so
good. What do you think of the storyline, by the way? Did you play the story? You played?
Yeah.
It's not really multiplayer.
Yeah, no, it's dope. It's crazy. They have like They have, man. It's. I like it.
It's
I
super
like the
fun.
story, but
I
the new
love it.
story, it looks amazing. Have you seen the new story trailer?
I played the game.
Oh my god! Oh,
I played the game.
oh.
No problem. No big deal.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's amazing actually.
It's
the new one.
amazing.
The new one's really fantastic.
You can see his face. You
The
can see the Doomslayer's face now.
Only thing I'm worried about is
I'm cool with that.
I don't want it to get stale. I don't want it to be the exact same game.
No,
as
it
Doom
won't. It won't.
2016.
It won't. Which I think is why they did the delay. You know what's crazy? What I was telling you, because you're like, no, there was no pushback, and oh no, the release date was the release date.
I thought there was.
No.
Was I wrong?
It got okay. So it was on. It was I was about to pre-order it, and they had it in at GameStop. You know, before they release a game, they have the pre-orders. It's not the actual cartridge. It's not the actual box for the game.
Right.
It just says it just has cover art for it. Same thing with Luigi's Mansion. Before Luigi's Mansion came out, a bunch of Luigi's Mansions on the wall. So yeah, man, Doom Eternal was up there. And then I was the manager. You know, it's their job to say, "Hey, do you have a membership with us, or would you like to pre-order this game?" Because they just gotta, they gotta do what they gotta do. They're clocked in, So I actually went back to that location to get Nitro Fueled
CTR.
Yeah, Crash Team Racing.
Is that the one you're talking?
Yeah, I just got Crash Team Racing, but at that same location, and I was like, kind of like, I thought of what you were saying. You're like, there was no pushback.
I didn't think there was.
So I went up to them and I was like, how about that pre-release?
What did they say?
And he thought he was like king of the world when he was telling me to pre-order. Oh man, you better pre-order it, or now you're not gonna get a chance to play. Yeah, you better pre-order. And then I went back there and I was like, he was.
Did he sound like that?
Yeah. Well, to me, because he was kind of mean. He was very insecure. So I went back because I'm petty as fuck. And I went back there and I'm saying it like this. If you told me you were gonna have me go and remodel your restaurant you're about to open and have me do some cool graffiti on your walls, and then later on you say, "Oh, never mind, don't worry about it, because they're cheap," I will cross the street and do a mural for free at their competitor's spot just so they could see my art every single. I'm petty, and I'm good at it. Scorpio, revenge is a must. Retaliation, get it.
It is interesting.
It's fun for the soul. It's not good for you though. Do it.
Don't.
But no. So yeah. So I went back and I was like, "Yo, are you guys still doing the? I got it, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to pre-order the Doom Eternal. But what happened last time? Why'd you guys take it down? Yeah, I think that so that it won't get stale. I think Doom was like, hold on a second, because all we were doing was all they added was like crouch down. They didn't have any.
They did push it back, is what you're saying.
Yes. Still coming out. Is it March? When's it coming out? March?
Yeah. No. January, February, March 20th.
Okay. Now do the pushback. Now
yep,
type
there.
in,
See.
Doom Eternal gets pushed back.
Pushed back. Let's see.
Look at that.
Will release March 20th. The game was initially supposed to release November 22nd.
When this happened,
and it got pushed back
when
to
this happened to me
March
in October,
20th.
bro. This happened to me in October, and that's why I was saying Luigi's Mansion, because my birthday's on Halloween. So
I didn't know it was supposed to be that recent. That it was supposed to. It was supposed to come out in November.
Yeah, I told. That's what I was trying to tell you. I wanted to pre-order it before my birthday, so that way, like after, then I'll just play it like in November. Right? But then I was like, all right, I'll just get Luigi's Mansion on my birthday.
Usually for such a small pushback like that, it's not going to be something big like changing entire mechanics of the game. It's just because
the reason why I think it might be is because look how quick they fixed Sonic movie.
There won't be enough time to like add an entire new mechanic in there.
But man, the way they were saying it was like, it's not perfect. We have to this isn't enough. We have to make it better. I was like, all right.
That usually has to do is with like collision detection and stuff like that. They found like major faults also with optimization, because by that they've been working on the game for 4 years. The mechanics,
so 4 months to them is like
4 months to them is tiny. Like they couldn't change an entire way that the game is played. There's just not enough time anymore.
Gotcha. They did it for something else. They did it for another game, and then they started like a countdown recently. Man, I can't remember what game it is. I think it was Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy VII,
I
the
think they added another
remaster,
month.
just got pushed back,
Month,
along with Cyberpunk.
Right.
And
it's just never going to come out.
Dying Light 2 also got pushed
right,
back as
yeah.
well.
That was a cool trailer.
Those all got pushed back, unfortunately.
Dude. Yeah.
They look great, but we'll see when they come out.
That's why I didn't understand. Like, Doom Eternal looked great, too. I thought it looked awesome. I'm like, what are you pushing back for? It's ready.
Well,
I'm ready. My
obviously
body's ready.
It's not, unfortunately. I wish it had been, but
my body's ready.
It's only 1 month until it comes out now, so I'm not really scared or worried about that.
They pushed Sonic even further now?
No,
how
they
do you
didn't. Sonic's coming out February 14th.
Calcifer.
Mm-hmm.
Calcifer.
Sonic comes out
I'm
February
you out,
14th.
Girl.
It's not going.
Okay.
It's not been pushed back again.
Okay. Speaking of Cyberpunk, we're listening to
John Wick. Yeah, we're listening to Keanu Reeves.
No, you're breathtaking.
So I think Cyberpunk got pushed back for marketing purposes. If every game comes out in March, a lot of those games are getting forgotten. That's absolutely true, Dave. And if that's why it got pushed back, then that might be a good move. It got pushed back to September, if I remember correctly.
Yo, how would you feel? I know this is super random. I'm sorry. Well, how would you feel about? Because we were talking about racers, right? And you're absolutely right. 1,000%. Gran Turismo is definitely too realistic, too technical.
Well, for me at least.
No.
I'm sure a lot
same
of people
thing.
out there.
I feel the same way, bro. I definitely feel that. But how would you feel if they were like, yo, and this is Eddie's fantasy world, right? Me. Okay. So, you know what? Fuck it. Let's push that button. They did Final Fantasy. We're gonna release. Do you want to see real racing action pack? Push that button, Nintendo. F-Zero. It's intense, baby. It's intense. And when you're playing F-Zero, you're not yawning. You're not bored. It's like you just chugged a whole gallon of D2D, and you're ready!
I would love to see another F-Zero come out. I think... All right, so...
Would you consider that an esport? If you were...
Depends. It hasn't come out yet, so I can't make a take about that.
That feeling of and
a
skill.
feeling doesn't make
I know,
an
but
esport.
Skill definitely does though. And you need some skill there, bro. You do.
It depends on how the game is played. For instance, Super Smash
what would they have
Brothers
to change
could be
in order
an
for it to
esport. Super Smash Brothers can be an esport, right?
Yeah.
But only if you get rid of any levels that have the randomization of
like
death.
the Pokemon levels,
right?
Where
And you have to get rid of all the items as well.
Oh, right. What he's saying is you can't be fighting somebody and then Chansey.
There is a level of randomization to any competitive sport.
Gotcha.
But you can't have the entire game based on randomization.
Right.
You have to have a small amount of randomization
and a big amount
and a lot of skill involved as well.
Got it.
All right. So
what do you think F-Zero would have to do if they did come back and
make it an esport?
Yeah. What do you think they would need to do?
You know what? If I knew,
what should they do? What if it was
I knew,
yo, Tachyon, we're calling you. Yeah, it's me, Reggie. I know. I retired. I'm back. I gotta call you. I gotta ask you this, bro. We're trying to bring it back, baby. What would you do? I saw your digital wave, and oh my God, those red glasses just had me fired up. And I need to know,
Eddie, shut up.
What? Bro, Eddie's black glasses had me fired up, and Tachyon's red glasses were boring.
Oh my God!
What would I'm trying to hype him up.
I've forgotten the question by this point.
What would F-Zero have to do to make it into an esport game?
All right, if I knew that, Nintendo would probably be paying me a lot more money, or any money at all, because they don't pay me. But there's a lot that goes into an esport game, like a lot of technicalities. There's a lot of technical stuff that goes into esports. You know, you've got to, you're God when you're building these worlds. Like, the physics don't exist without you programming the physics.
Gotcha.
So there's an infinite amount of things that could be. Okay, all right. How about the technical? Okay, one thing I would put is when you drift around corners,
right?
You make it so that there is a upper. Okay, so it'll help you only to a degree, and then it starts hurting you. For instance, you can't drift forever and
Or
then
else
go.
yeah.
But like if you drift, let's say you drift for a half a second, you get a little boost. A full second,
You get another one.
another boost. Like a second and a half, a
You
pretty
s-
big boost. But then
Oh.
after a second and a half, it starts going down
I
to
like
like
that.
less of a boost, even less of a boost.
I like
and
that.
then if you've drifted too much, you spin out.
I love that.
So you have to time your drifts specifically to when they go through to make it just that much more difficult.
Totally dig that, bro.
And those who are artists at the game would be able to use that to their advantage by cutting people off who are drifting and forcing them to drift more,
Right.
so that they
So they-
spin out.
I
Even
love that.
if it meant they don't get that drift that they wanted, it would cut the other person off and make it worse for them.
Dude, I love that.
That's something that I would put into it, and that's never been in an F-Zero before. There.
But it
Pay me $1 million.
Yeah. Wait,
Thank
but
you,
isn't that
Nintendo.
in Crash Team or in Mario Kart?
No.
You
It's
just
in neither of them.
don't you? No, you.
You can
something-
drift infinitely in Mario Kart.
Yeah, but you lose. You
The
lose
longer
your,
you drift, the better.
Yeah, but there's a part where like there's eventually you could just okay, so it doesn't you sort of kind of punish yourself. Like it doesn't because if you keep drifting, you either hit the wall or you'll go
Yeah, you
you'll-
won't go straight. You'll be
won't go
hitting a
straight.
wall. Right.
So that's
Right.
So that's the most punished.
That's the most
Oh, okay,
punishment
so
you
that's
get.
up to you.
But
Right,
the
right, right,
longer
right.
you drift, you get like
Yeah,
mini
absolutely.
boost,
Of course.
semi boost,
And then
big
the-
boost.
yeah.
And like you could just hold big boost for as long as you want until you let go of your
Very true,
drifting.
very
right?
true.
There's no
There's
bad
no-
thing that happens if you've drifted too long.
There's no penalties.
Yes. There's no
Gotcha.
penalty for just holding drift down.
Gotcha. So
Um,
I dig that, bro. I would actually
It would
be
make
really
it a far
cool with
more
that.
technical game.
Fair enough.
Um,
Yeah, pay the man, Nintendo.
Pay
That-
me.
Bro, that'd be dope, man. I really, that's,
Ryan, thank you for the host.
yeah, you just got, you know why? Because,
Because of
yeah, there's your payment.
that's my payment's the host. Thank you. Thank you. That's how I dance. That's how when I go to the club. Listen, when in Miami. I'm in South Beach now, so I got to dance like I'm in the club.
What's your name, girl?
And this is how you come around here often.
Where are you from?
Did you know I own my own company
And I was like,
and island?
Yo!
Listen. If this dance doesn't excite someone, then I don't know what else to do. That's all I've got. That's all I've got. Mexi, thank you for that host. Ryan, welcome to the stream. We've actually run 20 minutes over what I expected. So I guess we're just gonna keep going.
I'm down, bro.
Like I guess we're just gonna keep
I'm
talking.
down. We missed you guys too.
This guy over here.
Okay?
Vicky, he is. He's everyone thinks that I'm the one who's energized and off the wall. But indeed
I'm
it's
fat and boring.
my cousin, my long lost counterpart that is.
I'm totally doing this. You just won the lottery. Hey. What do you know? I'm the winner.
Dude, if I win, I'm gonna do that.
Oh, bro, please.
If I win, I'm gonna do
please.
that.
I fucking hope you win. That'd be dope. I love to see my dogs win.
You know,
okay? That's me.
Okay, so something really funny that happened a couple years back here in Florida. The Florida lottery got up to an all-time high, and actually the national lottery did too. And everyone's playing it because it's up to like the hundreds of millions, nearly billions of dollars.
And I think that's why people are playing esports too right now. Sorry.
Everyone's playing the lottery. Everyone's playing the lottery. And what happened is that a local person down here in Florida, a local newscaster, went out and wanted to interview people that were buying lottery tickets as they were buying them. And they were like, hey, so if you win, what are you going to do? And they all gave like regular.
Oh, that one guy?
Regular
Oh, my
answers.
God.
But one guy, and this was
18
live.
plus.
This
18
was
plus,
live.
baby.
One
18
guy,
plus.
she asked, she goes, what are you gonna do if you win?
Bunch of.
He goes, I think I'm gonna buy some hookers and blow.
Beep, beep.
That's and she's just like.
He's like, no, I'm just kidding. No, he didn't say
He
I'm
didn't
just
say
kidding.
I'm kidding.
He's like,
he was
oh,
just like, yup, this is what I'm about.
You asked me
and
a
goes
question,
back to
right?
like filling in. he knew who he was.
Bro.
Apparently she did not. She was not ready.
You know what he did? He turned around, looked at her, and said,
He was dead serious. Like that's his like. and
"Yo,
it's-
that was he turned around, dude. I remember that.
He
That was
turned around.
so
He goes,
epic.
yeah, he's like, what are you gonna?
That was so crazy,
Hookers
man.
and blow. It was like that was. It was just casual to him. Like, so this, I feel like anyone should just be like, oh, that guy's weird. No one's gonna. I'm not gonna do the biggest upset of all time for like, what are you gonna do with your money?
Scoopster, he was dead ass serious, for real.
So good.
He looked dead.
I mean, like, part of that guy is my hero. I don't think that's anything I would do.
What are you doing after I win?
But like, just someone that's so sure of themselves in that way that gives absolutely zero cares about what someone else might think of the situation.
Dude, I totally forgot about that. So
oh my God, I'll never forget about it. He's in some ways he's my hero. Because, you know, one day I hope that when someone's like, hey, you just won $1,000, what are you going to do? I'll probably buy some Taco Bell and sit at home and cry till I fall asleep. Like, just be honest with them. Depression's a bitch, and I'm probably going to scream into a pillow again. Like he's being brutally honest. I don't know. I'm going to Taco Bell and get my chalupa. I'm going to get some Taco Bell and cry into my chalupa because I'm very lonely and this money doesn't help me. Like he's so honest about it.
Man. Oh my God.
I'm amazed at that man. He didn't skip a beat. He didn't even have to think about it. It's like he'd been thinking about this for years. It's just ingrained in him. I know what I'm gonna do. Hookers and blow. It's like buying
Florida
a video
man
game.
never sees two Mays.
No, Florida man's amazing. You guys don't even understand how Florida man can
all of
be
us,
sometimes. Not
but
all.
most of us are fucking crazy.
So, okay, here's a bit of trivia for all of you out there that most people don't know. You might not even know this. Florida is not as crazy as you think. The reason Florida man is a concept is because the laws for reporting nationally about local incidents in Florida don't really exist. You can report anything nationally that happened in Florida. Most states have laws that say what you can report nationally. That's why you don't see news like this many people killed in a drug bust in New York City.
Absolutely.
Even though you know when you think about it, oh shit, that probably happens all the time in New York City, but we never hear about it, right?
I'll tell you what you do hear
because
about.
there's laws against that. In Florida, there's no laws against that. You can report on man rides alligator into swamp and gets nuts bit off. Like you can report on that, and so everyone thinks Florida's where the crazies are.
Ouch.
But they're not wrong because there are a lot of crazy people here at the same time.
Yeah.
So there really is.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you what they do report. They do report graffiti because I had a lot of cardio going on in my life, and I had to jump over a lot of fences.
You guys want to think of something really weird?
A lot of fences I had to jump over.
You can actually look up the reason why. I'm not going to mention it on here, but have you ever heard of a reported death at Disney?
Yo, don't you talk about these.
Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever heard of a reported death at Disney?
It's a sniper right there.
Yeah, they're
watching.
watching.
Talk about Disney. Don't you, Jay? No, but I have not. And you know why? Because they have their own police.
It's because usually
they have their own police.
The time of death is reported as after they've left Disney.
Yeah, isn't that crazy, man?
They check them out at the hospital in Orlando, and they
saw
in Orlando.
That. There's videos of that. You can go on YouTube. Because,
they die in Orlando. They don't die on Disney premise.
Yeah.
Because the doctor can call the time of death at any time.
That's not why.
It's because Mickey's a homicidal maniac that'll gnaw at your ankles.
Oh boy, your ankles are mine.
I just need some more cheese. Some more cheese, please. Minnie, get out of here.
Oh my God. I just need some more cheese. I could guess.
I mean, I'm just Goofy comes in. He's like, "Oh, Mickey, we're all out of cheese today." What the fuck did you do, Goofy? I knew not to leave you alone.
Oh, they want your cheese.
They really.
I want to go to Disney now.
Disney's amazing. Honestly, Disney's one of my favorite places on the planet. As much as I give it shit, that's only because I love it so much. I don't know. I'm a kid every time I'm there.
Oh, dude. Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Disney had a fire? What happened?
Again?
What happened? I'm actually a huge Disney fan. One day I want to work for them and like invent things for them. I actually came up with a way for them to sell tickets better than they do already.
Pay the man, bro.
Well, I'm just afraid to I'm not going to tell anyone what my idea is.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I feel that.
Right?
I feel that, man.
And I'm like, I don't know what to do with my idea.
I see this commercial.
No! You know, if I don't tell someone soon, in like the next 2 years, it's going to come out anyways. On Main Street in Adventureland? What? That's like 2/5 of the park.
Yeah.
Wait, was it two
sucks.
separate fires or was it the whole thing?
That sucks a lot.
What? No.
That sucks a lot.
Hold on. I'm looking this. I'm looking this up. Fire at Disney World. Reedy Creek Fire responded to the ride, but found no fire. When is it? What are we talking about?
Damn, Cal Sulphur is on fire. That's true.
The dragon float was on fire.
Oh, I remember that. It's
just a freaking parade.
I remember that. No, I remember that.
That was 2018,
yeah, dude. Come on, I remember that. I thought this was like right now.
God damn it, Ryan.
Security.
It gets evacuated as flight of passage fire at Pandora.
I remember
attraction.
that. That was a dragon. And
wait! Breaking! Possible fire in Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom.
Wait a second.
Update: the Tomorrowland Transit Authority, People Mover, and Astro Orbiter have now reopened after reinspection. Oh, there was no fire. Yo, Ryan, you look it up and tell us about it because right now
you got us, Ryan. You zapped us. We just been zapped by Ryan.
Disneyland news. What is this? Breaking! Fire erupts at Disneyland Park.
Who's Ryan? Which one's Ryan?
Unholy Ryan.
I just read it. That's you, bro. That's all you. That's your. That's all
Ryan,
one word.
That's
one word. 57. Gotcha. I'll zap you.
Please stay safe. When was this? February 6th,
Come
2020.
on, guys,
February 6th, 2020. There was a fire there.
Damn,
actually,
bro.
one of the cooler things. Oh my God, that was loud. Why is everything like eardrum bursting loud? I don't get it. Yo, post the link if you want. That's cool.
Yo, that looks crazy.
Honestly,
that's cray.
Oh, that's tiny though. That's literally nothing.
That's zoomed in.
That's zoomed in, dude. That's
a lie.
That it looks like it's supposed to be big, but it is not.
Oh, visual effects and motion graphics.
I was just telling you. Yeah, it was not a big fire. Okay, and then closed down. So I want to show you guys here. Let me bring it up.
Sorry, Dave Killerish.
Let me bring it up.
We got zapped as well.
It's just right back there.
They're just
behind one building. There's a little there's a couple flames.
The barbecues.
Honestly, yeah.
It was a little barbecue in a bag.
I put a lighter behind my butt and farted once. It was bigger than that. I mean, suffice to say, there was a lot of Taco Bell involved, but.
Oh shit.
For reals though, Ryan, you got me scared, man. You were like, "Oh, Disney World's on fire!"
Oh!
Like, not to alarm you or anything. Ryan, that's like saying. So Eddie was hit by a car, and the doctors did everything they could.
But he's fine.
Yeah, that's exactly what it like. You can't lead off with Disney's on fire.
He's all right. Oh, there he goes right there.
Yeah, and it turns out that he didn't even get a fracture. He's fine.
Painting on a wall somewhere. It's good. It's on a ladder.
You didn't have to tell you. Oh, this is ridiculous. I deal with these humans. I deal with them every day, actually. So.
Gonna go cry.
You want to? Okay, so you guys all know that the Super Bowl was recently down here in Miami, which, by the way, was super dope. That halftime show, my God! And I don't think Shakira ages.
Oh,
She's 43 years old, and she looks like 10 years younger than me.
There's a video of a boy like next to his mom, and then like he's like eating something, and then like slowly like Shakira changed his life. You could see it. You could see it in his mouth.
Oh my God, he went through puberty right there, face. Live on TV.
He's eating, and then and then the mom's cracking up because she knows, and he's looking at Shakira like.
Agreed, Scoopster. Neither did J-Lo. J-Lo and Shakira are the same age as they were when I was a child.
I feel the same way about Pharrell.
Who?
Pharrell looked 15 forever.
Will Ferrell?
Pharrell Williams.
Will Ferrell. Oh, Pharrell. There's a Pharrell Williams and a Will Ferrell.
You don't know Pharrell Williams?
You don't know Will Ferrell?
I know Will Ferrell.
Okay, good.
Got it. But you know Pharrell Williams.
I don't.
Because I'm happy, Grandma.
Oh, that's him, Pharrell Williams.
Entire soundtrack for.
Oh, no, he looks old, dude.
Yeah, but if
he looks,
but he didn't look like that for a while.
Now
he's recently
he looks
now.
old.
Yeah, but he always go to the. He looked, but go back to like go to the red hat, and now go up. Different years, bro. 1990.
He looks so old.
That's 1999, and then that was yesterday.
So no, one interesting thing about the Super Bowl, the peak amount of human beings that have ever watched the Super Bowl at one time was in 2015. It was 114.4 million. So about 114 million people watched the Super Bowl in 2015.
Was here in Miami.
That's
everybody
the most.
Was here in South Beach. Everybody was here.
Last year at the League of Legends World Championship, 100 million people watched it. So 100 million people watched the League of Legends World Championship, as opposed to the all-time highest Super Bowl attendance, which was 114 million.
Whoa.
So the most people that have ever watched football, something that's been around for forever, is, of course, that's hugely significant. That's the point. Yes. Super Bowl has been around for 50 years. And the most that's ever watched it at one time was 114 million. League of Legends has not been around for 10 years. Esports haven't been around for 5 years. And yet, 100 million people watched the World Championship this last year.
Damn.
Right. Only 14 million less than the 14 million less than the
esports?
Than the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, sorry.
Right.
Whoa.
That's huge. That's huge. Like, let's see. Hold on.
Oh, wait, and growing.
Right.
3 times as much. Do you know that?
Yeah,
you know
no,
that?
it's growing so much faster.
But not NFL and NBA and NHL. Do you know that? Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, I was going to ask you real quick. Speaking of, like, football, what about games like Blitz? Do you think that would have been an esport game? No? How does FIFA work then? Because FIFA is what? How many against versus how many?
FIFA's very technical.
And
Blitz is a party game where you.
Yeah, but it's pretty technical. Or else if you're not technical, you get your ass whooped.
It's so easy. Listen,
it is.
You tell a guy to run on the left-hand side. You press left C. He'll throw it all the way over there. And if you hold down boost and you jump on him and beat him up after the flag is already thrown, it doesn't matter.
So besides FIFA, what about 2K?
NBA 2K, so sports games.
Yeah, sports games.
Will they ever be esports? All right.
I mean, FIFA, dog. FIFA. We went to that one.
We did. Those are local esports, and they have the ability. I don't think they'll ever be like major esports.
Oh man.
I don't know if that. Personally, I don't see
intense.
them ever getting to like major level of esports.
Oh man.
Because if someone's gonna watch. If you can watch basketball versus virtual basketball, I think people would rather watch basketball. I mean, I could be wrong.
That's true.
I could be wrong because I don't even like virtual sports games.
Same.
I don't like them.
Same, bro. I don't own any of them.
I don't like virtual. Listen, if I'm going to play something virtual,
for my old consoles, but I don't.
If I'm going to play something virtual, it's something that I can't do in real life. Like, I don't like racing games unless they're like I can throw a shell or a rocket and go over a boost.
Tachyon can ball. If y'all didn't know,
I can't ball it. I can't. I'm so short.
Damn it! I'm
so short.
She told me. I was trying to make
so short.
Yeah, he can. He's dope.
I've seen
him dunk twice.
One thing I'm actually good at in basketball though is because I'm very good at patterns and counting. When I see people dribble, I can tell where the ball is going to be based on like, as soon as I hear the dribbling, I can tell when it's going to be even when I like close my eyes. So like, they'll be dribbling and I can just put my hand there and grab the ball and take it away from anyone, even when they're moving. If they're like moving, I'll just go like that and take the ball. I can't shoot. I'm terrible at shooting and I'm not tall, but like I would just like be like 1, 2, and then it'd be mine. Because if you have quick reflexes and you can extrapolate where the ball's going to be at a certain time, LeBron would kick my ass because he's like.
But you would count the ball dribbling and you would just take it away from LeBron's
hand. LeBron would just go like this. Like literally, his arm is like 1,000,000 years long.
That's facts.
He'd be like dribbling with this
here's
hand.
Tacyon's
holding
body,
me.
and here's LeBron's
I wouldn't
arm.
have a chance. It was when we were kids. That's what I would do.
I got you.
And like we were like in middle school and stuff.
I got you.
I was just good at counting back then. I mean, I still am. But like
Yeah,
once we got taller, I was screwed.
What other esports are there? Competitive.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of different.
So we did fighters.
The thing I want to. I mean, like
race-ish.
I mean, we went over a lot of different
shooters.
styles of esports, but I'd
of
like to
Warcraft?
talk about where esports are gonna pop up the most because
like
we've
Evo,
got
like that.
no, like so we've got there's local and there's like national
yeah, yeah.
esports,
There's-
you
yeah.
can have like
There's
local
Staples
leagues.
Center.
You can have you could have the Staples Center, or you could have like a couple people hanging out at GameStop where they put a bunch of TVs up and they play,
That's
right?
their
so
new thing.
so
They're trying that out, and
well,
man, I don't
that's
think
smart
it's,
of them.
It's smart, but
it's very smart. I think they have a good chance. I really do.
it's
Their new thing, actually, GameStop is planning on becoming like your local center for like gaming amongst your community.
yeah,
which
if you guys haven't seen their new setup, they have the monitors, they have cool chairs.
I think it's a LAN party sort of thing and I think that's a great move for them. I think they're gonna do. I think they have a good chance of doing well with that. But I want to talk about national level huge esports things because obviously the owners of the Miami Heat are getting involved.
Shout out, baby, D2D. Ow, Misfits.
They don't know. They don't know yet. They don't know yet. We haven't made the announcement.
Shut up.
We haven't made the
Everything
announcement.
quiet.
We haven't.
Don't you dare.
No one knows about that contract we just signed.
Shut it up right now. And don't you dare.
Eddie, Garrett's gonna come for you, man.
Tachyon said something, episode 2, when I was a spoiler.
You are awful at spoiling things, by
That's
the way.
what he said.
You
Damn,
are
that sounds-
awful at spoiling
That's
things.
exactly what he said.
You are not
He said
allowed
it-
in my Discord.
Yeah. You know in Spider-Man, there's a new
Shut
when
up.
there's a new
He goes,
Marvel
he's-
movie coming out?
He spoils everything, and I'm like, we specifically. I was talking
Yo,
to
I
him.
didn't-
He's like,
technically I didn't say nothing.
we were talking about the
You guys didn't hear
Mandalorian
nothing.
at one
Look,
time
I
on a
wasn't even
phone
talking about
call
it.
before we even got to it was like 2
Right.
days before we got here.
Right.
And he was talking about, and he spoiled something from the Mandalorian after I told him I never watched it. I go,
Yeah.
okay, listen, you spoiled that for me, but I don't care about spoilers. Just don't bring up spoilers on the. He goes, no, I would never. I would never.
ever.
First fucking thing he does on that episode. First thing he did on that
I'll
episode.
never say
He was
it.
like, but remember when this thing happened on there, and then I was like,
Yeah, I'm Spider-Man of Marvel movies. Sorry.
what was that guy's name again?
The spoiler.
No, the kid's name. He always looks like he's like holding a frog inside of his mouth.
Oh, damn, that's fucked up.
A phrase like this. Right, he does. He's like his little cheeks are out and his lips are
Salt
pursed.
in the air.
Tom Holland. Hi. I'm serious. That's what he looks like. I'm not salty about it.
Poor
Could I have
Tom.
made a great Spider-Man? Yes, I could have.
Oh, Tom.
Could I have, but that has nothing to do with the fact I'm bringing up his freaking picture. Can we look at this?
His name's Tom. Yeah, that's.
Tom Holland. Can we just
Yeah.
take a moment to talk
There's
about?
nothing in his.
Can we take a moment and talk
Look at-
about his stinking face
That
right
one.
here?
That one.
All right, hold on. Can we open
That
this
one.
in a new?
Don't you finish chewing that Dorito. Don't you finish chewing that Dorito. Look at it.
How do I open just the pit?
Look.
Look, he has something in his mouth, and he doesn't want mom or dad to know about
Don't
it.
you swallow that Dorito.
Wait, where'd it go? Go back. Go away.
Don't you swallow that Dorito.
He's always holding, and I know the fact that his lips are so pursed make me think that the thing he's holding in his mouth is trying to get out.
That's how people smile at me in the streets when they think I'm dangerous. They just pass by me and they go.
I'm a serious actor. I'm a serious
This-
actor.
That ain't no smile.
He's not. No, listen. He does a great job as Spider-Man, but he seriously has something stuck in his mouth whenever he's
Whoa.
not smiling. His face is just. Look at that face. Look at that face. Guys, I want to show you. Look at this. I'm not wrong. Okay, look at this face.
Scoopster says that's his I am serious actor face.
Look at that. Look at this. I'm not crazy, ladies and gentlemen. There's something that he's hiding in there. I think that's where Al Gore disappeared to. He's hiding it. He's in there, man. I don't know what else he's got in there. I don't trust him. He holds an actual spider in his mouth. No, it's honestly a defense mechanism, because if someone tries to rob him, he just and the little jumping spider goes at them and he just runs away. It's great.
Wait, what was Zap talking about? He was talking about lag in games, as far as competitive.
Hold on. Wait, no.
Let's keep making fun of Spider-Man. Wait.
No, I want to go. I never got to finish what I was saying. That okay, so Mark Cuban and the Miami Heat and all these big name people that already are in sports are now investing into esports, right?
I just did it recently, yeah.
So, where are the esports arenas going to show up? Because they're going to make arenas. One of them is already been signed off on, and that's in Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Fusion is going to have a big old esports location. Same with Dallas. Well, I think it's right outside of Dallas. I think it might be Frisco. Has a huge esports arena, and it's really cool. They have this ribbon going by. It's gorgeous.
They're not
it's
using
wonderful.
the same arena that they're using for the ball players, right?
No, they have a different arena. They're making their own arena.
I was thinking about that with Miami Heat.
Well, maybe they are going to use
Would it be
their
held
own.
at American Airlines Arena?
That's a good question. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I know the one in Philadelphia is a new one.
Yeah, but have you seen? Because I can go to American Airlines Arena when there's a game, a non-at-home game, and you could go to the American Airlines Arena and watch the game at the arena, on the screen. So it's damn, if they do that, why can't people just sit around and have a blast watching other people kill each other in Street Fighter?
Right. So, what cities do you think that esports arenas are going to pop up in? Because I already saw
Miami's for sure. Miami,
okay,
bro. It has to.
I think it's going to happen in Miami as well.
Time.
I think it's going to happen in Miami. I think
and D2D's going to be there, baby.
I think so. Dallas, Frisco, Arlington already has one. Philadelphia has one, and LA, I'm pretty sure, is in the midst of designing and building one.
What's the biggest one? Texas?
Well, there's only two. There's only one out there right now.
What is?
It's in Texas.
Oh, okay. So
but
now
the Philadelphia one is being built.
Cool.
And the LA one, I think they started plans on it already, and they haven't announced it yet.
Dude, that's awesome.
So
I'm definitely gonna look into that. That's
I
awesome.
can only assume
that's so cool.
Seattle might happen.
Yeah.
Because that's the home. That's where Microsoft and all these other tech companies are.
Oh,
are
gotcha.
Up in Seattle.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't they put one up there?
Gotcha.
New York. I would assume New York City might want to have one. Probably they'll build it in New Jersey or something, but they'll call themselves the New York. I don't know what is New York famous for.
There's people that are way out in Tampa or in Boca or not in Miami, and they're like, "Oh, Miami."
Well,
something.
The Jets' new Meadowlands Stadium for the Jets is in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they play in Jersey, but they're the New York Jets. Jersey's not far from New York. It's literally just a train ride, a 20-minute train ride.
Okay.
It's really close. Closer than Fort Lauderdale, Miami.
There's sports teams that have had what is it? LA Lakers and LA Clippers.
Yeah, they have multiple teams.
So
we've got people out there saying Chicago, Las Vegas, Montreal. Scoopster, do you think Montreal or Toronto? Because there are a lot of dev companies in Montreal and Toronto. I don't know which one's gonna have one first. But I'm actually excited to see what these new arenas that come up are going to look like. Philly, let's see if we can bring some pictures up. Esports arena images. All right, so as I said, Philadelphia is already making an esports arena called Fusion.
God, that looks beautiful.
That's gonna be the Fusion Arena, and it looks super dope. If you guys look up
That's awesome. The only thing you probably have to deal with is like Philadelphia weather. Other than that,
Philadelphia weather's not bad.
Okay.
From that show, I heard it's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, I thought that was.
Get it?
I thought that was the opposite of what they meant.
Nah, Philly's all right. It's not bad.
I met a lot of cool people from Philly.
So they're planning on making it right here. So it's going to be its own arena. Here's Lincoln Financial Field. That's where they play football. Or is that where they play football?
Oh, look, it's not even that far from it.
Yeah, it's
Xfinity Live.
I like this planned 10-story building as if, like, what the hell is that?
Can you guys see that?
Yeah, they can see these.
Okay.
I might.
It's
guys, do you want me to make it bigger?
Yeah. Blow it up so they can see how close everything is to each
I mean,
other.
they're seeing things on a much bigger scale.
Oh, never mind. You guys can see it.
Blow it up. Blow it up.
No. You know what? They can see it, Tachyon. It's
blow
fine.
it up. You know what? Let's blow it up.
Yeah, hide my face, not your face. Oh, okay.
Boom.
We're behind this thing, guys.
Boom. You're on a 4K monitor, then just
What the hell, man?
just then full screen the screen then, Dave. Full screen the screen, dude. All right, so it's gonna be that little one right there. So you got like football, baseball, probably basketball, and esports. There's going to
be a lot of construction around that later on because that's going to have to be bigger, and they're going to be like, you know what?
I can't wait to see it. I think
it
that's
looks beautiful, man.
Super
right
dope.
Now.
Super dope.
But the Xbox also looks beautiful.
It does. Do we know what the Dallas Esports Arena? I don't know what the Dallas Esports Arena is called. Oh, it's Arlington. Sorry, Arlington Esports. Honestly, it's all the same. None of it makes any sense to me.
Would you ever like to be a part of that? Like, would you ever go out of your way to like on your free time and be like, you know what? What if I just shock the world and I become an esports gamer?
Well, I don't know if I have the abilities to. I mean, I'm good at video games. But esports good?
Yeah. And also, what do you think?
I think it'd be fun.
You think it'd be fun?
Well,
because sometimes a lot of people like they. I don't know, man.
It'd be overwhelming and painful, but I also find that fun. The challenge is what's
the
fun
competitiveness.
To me. Yeah, the every second, pushing yourself to become better is painful, but at the same time, I find that fun. I mean, that's what
I'm saying. Because you're doing something that you enjoy, do you think it'll ever take away from that fun and passion that you had for it?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
That happens a lot.
It already has. It did that in streaming.
It happens a lot.
I used to love gaming a lot more than I do now.
Whoa.
Well, streaming does that. Anything that you do as a job is going to take away from your when you do something for fun.
The reason why I ask is because people get shocked when they knew I had a blast running around putting my name on things back in the day, and now that it's my career, it didn't ruin that for me. It didn't ruin it for me at all. Like I still have when I was doing this thing, when I did this, behind the gas mask is a fucking smile, and I'm working my ass off. Like I still have to go up and down a ladder and tape things, and there's a lot of labor that goes into it. It's not just like fun, spray, color, the end. It never. Some projects did back then when I felt like I didn't have a choice to say no to people. What's going on?
Showing off. I'm showing it off. I'm showing it off.
Look at it, Matt. Zap got us this cool. Look at this.
All right. So what were you saying about back in the day?
I always wondered, will it take the fun away and the love and the passion for it when I make it my job, my career, my money maker? You know what I'm saying? Once it becomes my money maker and it's my career, will I be like, damn, I wish I still had a job and just gamed painted on my days off? And it didn't do that for me. I behind the gas mask, I assure you, I have a fucking smile on my face. Because a lot of times, now I've gotten to a point where people are like, listen, I like the stuff that you do, but this is the stuff that I'm into. Draw that, but I want you to do it. I want that to be drawn, but your way. And it didn't take away the fun from it. I guess, but
Well,
I felt like it did when I did have to do some projects for some restaurants, and their ideas were whack. And at the time, I needed the bread, and it was like I needed the bread, so I was like, you know what? I'll draw some stupid ass elephants on the goddamn wall. And
part of it is that you're making money from it.
Right.
Because money increases the bullshit meter. Like how much bullshit you're willing to put up with.
No, but that's the thing too. Like I love that now I'm able, like if the idea is whack, because if the idea is whack and they have a checkbook ready for me, that's dope. But I love that I have the ability to get up from a meeting while I'm negotiating and just be like, yo, hey, thank you for your time, but I'm not about to sabotage my happiness and my name. Because at the end of the day, like.
So that's only
my
because
name is on there.
You're very lucky that you're in that position.
Oh, I'm super happy and blessed that God gave me this God-given gift.
Most people aren't in that position.
No, but that's the thing.
Why.
Like,
that's why most people.
That's how I view streamers. That's how I've used that. My whole life, I've always viewed streamers that way, and I'm like, damn, how cool is it that these guys could play? Games?
It doesn't.
It takes it away.
Honestly, in streaming,
is it
the
when
gaming portion is fun. And I'm smiling when I'm gaming as well and when I'm streaming. But that's maybe 35 or 40% of streaming. The majority of streaming happens like off camera. And that part sucks.
Damn.
Like all the other stuff that I can't even mention that you have to deal with.
Bro.
That's the part that ruins gaming for you. Because like, all right, so I used to be very much into
rules and shit. Into streaming rules.
I used to be into a lot of like storyline games. I used to be into. I love to get into a very long story, like Zelda. I loved playing Zelda games, and I won't ever play them anymore.
Why?
Because they're slow, and there's a lot of talking in them. And because of that,
so
it
for
ruins
you it's good, but for the viewers.
For the viewer, it's awful. Because they're there to interact with me, and anytime I'm trying to talk, the game starts talking over me, and now you can't hear me or the game, and it's going slow. So people, like a lot of times people, let's say I built my entire stream around like playing Paladins or Overwatch, and I'm really good at that PvP, and people are watching me play PvP, and they're there for fast-paced gameplay along with me talking to them. And then I try and play a game that I used to play that I like Zelda. None of those people are gonna enjoy that. So I'm not gonna make any money that day. And the people who stay there,
I did have a blast the first time I met you at your place at playing Zelda. That was actually pretty fun. I was attacking a wall or something. A stupid ass wall.
You were indeed. Hey, Perps Phoenix, how's it going? There's a lot of stuff that has to do with like
Vicky Fox says Vicky Fox saying
all the prep, the technical stuff.
The business with sponsors. That's what jumped out.
A lot of stuff off stream that like isn't fun at all.
Damn,
and
dude.
it makes it so
sucks.
that like gaming becomes a bit of a chore.
Damn.
Like I still love gaming, but I don't like it in the same way that I once
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I still love what I do.
He still loves gaming. He still loves you. But you gotta
I can't,
you gotta feel that though.
I can't relax anymore. Like I'd get home from work, I'd kick off my shoes, I'd sit back, and I'd be interacting with a movie, basically, and I'd get immersed into the game. But now I'm not immersed into the game. What I'm immersed in is the chat.
You guys.
It's all of you. It's the community. And I miss half of the game. I just got to learn how the game goes and move quickly and get through things. So I'm still having fun playing a game, but not in the same way. So it's just different.
You know what's crazy? These like high and I think that what Tachyon does is fucking amazing. Like Tachyon was the first streamer that I actually got to witness do his thing live because I was sitting there and I was next to him. So all this fantasy that I had, like I and he kept it real. When I showed up to his crib, it was his crib. His dog was right there. His other dog eventually stopped barking at me. Let me pet him.
No, he didn't.
It was cool. Yeah, one of them did. The brown one, not the black and white one.
Not the black and white one. No.
Goddamn yin yang with teeth. That
Floki.
motherfucker was like this. The motherfucker.
Oh my boy.
Skin and bones. Let me eat him. Let me
He's a skittish dog.
Damn. I still love dogs, and I still love your dog
skittish.
too.
I love him.
We'll meet again. I'll be like, yo, treats. I'm gonna cheat this time. I'm gonna be like, do you like it? Do you like a bacon? Yo. So anyway, yeah, man.
I'll always try and keep it real. I mean,
yeah, I went to his crib. I saw his crib. I saw the green screen, and I was like, all right, cool. All right, I feel that. Like he kept it real, but he was that's what I was gonna say. A lot of like top notch pop-in commercial streamers are, I feel like they get away with that because they really don't interact the way that I've seen Tachyon interact is amazing. Like I've seen him just like heat you guys up and then you guys go back and forth while he's shooting people up. I'm like, well, this is crazy. This is pretty dope. He's like he's doing it right now.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
He's typing right now.
Well, they were asking questions, and
he's answering it. You see what I'm saying? It's happening right now.
I'm always looking at that. Well, it comes from years of experience.
It's a whisper, so you guys are going to see it. But no, is it my bad?
No, it's not a whisper. But Vicky Fox, thank you for answering the question for me. I was trying to say it's below in the.
What was Vicky?
Well, yeah, okay. So she gave them the Twitter, the Destined to Dominate Twitter. Actually, everyone follow the Destined to Dominate Twitter. We are doing a giveaway soon for a head. If I remember, it was a keyboard from Cooler Master, and I think a headset from Rig and some product from D2D. So,
nice! I recently just won some headsets at the
one. Acquired.
Eddie, follow me.
So,
put these under your. It was a crazy story. We'll speak about it.
Space Ghost. There's a reason that some streamers don't acknowledge the chat, and there's a reason that some streamers only acknowledge the embers. And I don't blame these people at all. Hell, if people are willing to watch them, then maybe that's what they want. That's what the viewers want.
They're commenting like. Heavy comments, and I wonder, like, do these people even go back? Like, are they too superstar right now to go back and actually read some of the
There's no point. Okay, so right, listen, a lot of the superstars out there, like Shroud and Ninja, these guys
Dr. Disrespect, actually, he still kind of does. He'll say. But the other
reason that they're doing this is because there's different types of streamers. There's your esports level streamer that everyone watches them because of their expert level gameplay.
Right.
And there's streamers that are there because they're a character.
Oh, I watched Dr. Disrespect so that he can disrespect people.
Right. You're watching his character, and Dr. Disrespect is somewhere in between. He's very good at games, but how good he is at the game is not the main reason people are there to watch him. The main reason people are there to watch him is because of his character.
Yeah, his character is,
now people like Ninja and Shroud, people are there to watch them wreck people.
Oh, Shroud has...
They're there to watch them destroy. Shroud, it doesn't matter if they interact with other people.
They're too busy looking at their gameplay.
They don't even care if they're interacting.
Yeah, they're there for the gameplay.
The viewers are there for the gameplay. They're not there for interaction.
No, but you're right. I'm there for the gameplay. So yeah,
if at any point, like if Sonic Fox started streaming his fighting, like his whenever if he streams a bout that he has against like Goichi or some other famous fighter, you're not there to ask him questions. You're there to watch him make art in a fighting game.
They're not there to answer questions.
They're not. They're focused in on the game.
All right.
The second thing is, what if I become famous? What if any streamer has, like, right now I have like X many viewers. What if my viewers are 10,000 times more? How easy is it going to be for me to ever interact with the chat? If you go into Ninja's chat, the chat's constantly going. He also has it on slow chat, meaning you can only say something once every 10 seconds.
Oh my God.
So it's not people, like, there's so much happening even after he slowed down his chat.
Bro.
You literally cannot concentrate on that. Like, you cannot talk to everyone at that point, because if you do, you won't play the game. You'll just be sitting there reading a chat constantly. So there's a reason why when streamers get that big, they can't.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't like get upset or like judge any streamer for doing that. Hey guys, you know what I just realized? Unfortunately,
he's got to go.
No, it's 11 p.m. It's the end of the show. It's been 2 hours. So
we said we were guys.
Yeah, we were gonna do a 1 hour show tonight.
We said, you know what, and he was like, he reached out. Yo, dog, let's just do an hour. I was like, yo, fam, let's do it. 1 hour sounds great. And here we are.
2 hours again.
Digital wave, baby.
We can't
back at it again.
This is
last episode, guys. I'm gonna be I'm sorry that I didn't really interact that much. I didn't.
You're fine.
Yeah, it was a learning episode for me, and
I was
nodding my head because
I was the expert on last episode, and anyways, I really had a good time this episode. I hope you guys did too. My name's The Only Tachyon. You'll find me at mixer.com/The Only Tachyon. This is Eddie, aka Remember, famous. Hey, thank you for that follow, Stoic Celestial. I hope you enjoyed the show. Find Eddie on Instagram. It's Art by Remember.
Yeah.
It'll Scoobs is gonna put it in the chat.
Damn, Scoobs, thank you.
She already did. There it goes.
That's so cool.
Scoobs, thank you so much for throwing that in the chat for us. We will be back in a week. Thursday?
Yeah, we'll be back Thursday.
I'll let you guys know how we're doing the
I almost spoiled something.
I don't even... What?
Put stuff in it.
Okay, so we already have an idea for something we're doing next Thursday. If we're gonna do 2 hours,
awesome.
we're gonna need more than that. But
we might.
I've got some ideas for Thursday. Oh yeah, no, Zap's gonna I gotta wake up early in the morning. No.
No, actually, Zap D2D Zap was like, guys, you guys gotta put me into the next episode, man. Like, come on, man.
That's clearly what he said.
He's like, you know what? Like right before we started the show, he's like, listen, Eddie, I gotta go, man, because I'm tired of begging you guys in person. I'll just text it to you, man. You guys got to put me in the next episode.
Yeah, okay.
That's what he said.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are out, but we'll see you guys in a week. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for riding the wave.
Thank you, guys.
Good night.
D2D, baby. Woo!
I don't even know where I put the music.
D2D can't cut me off.